Well, hello, BBs. Guess what? I'm not muted today. I triple and double checked. So, I thought we would do just a quick live tonight. I feel like the vibe in gorlworld is a little off, so I thought we could all use a little laugh. I've been kind of paying attention to everything that's been going on with some other channels, and it sucks. I hate to see this happen to other creators, especially one that I like. So we're going to move forward, move on, hope for the best. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Just a couple quick hellos. M. Johnson, Otter Girl, thanks for being here, BBs. Aiden Stryker. M, I love a good fresh bread, especially with some good butter. No margarine. Anybody that uses margarine, get the hell out of here. Pink Stars, thanks for being here, BBs. So tonight, I thought we'd do a little something different. We're going to watch a compilation, like retro react of Chantal back in her heyday. It's going to be from Marley Hendrix, so a big thank you to them. Check out their channel. I'll have the information to their channel in my description after this post. So again, with everything going on in gorlworld, I just thought we could use a little goofy video, something harmless, something we don't have to worry too much about. But I will say one thing. I'm glad that I use creators like this that, splice up the content. So hopefully, fingers crossed, our little teeny tiny channel, we don't have too much to worry about. So, but again, much love to all the creators that are affected right now with the strikes and all the other bullshit that's going on. So let me get her pulled up here and we'll see what we see. So apparently this is just like a compilation of the times that Foodie Beauty was unhinged and then later dirty deleted those videos. So should be a good one, I think.
Sandwich. I wrinkled the bag of Swiss cheese in front of Sam and he got scared, and so I said, "It's just cheese. It's just cheese."
Oh my God. Now I'll say this. She did used to make me laugh back when she would be talking to the cats like an idiot. That was like the one value of entertainment that she gave me back then. But we can all just appreciate the Uncle Fester-ness of everything that we get to see here. Oh my God, the hair.
Oh my God.
Now, you can only imagine if she were to take off that damn hijab. I'm going to guess this is about what we'd be looking at here.
Oh my God.
Hey, baby. Hey, Sala. So glad you're home. And it's just me and you, so I don't have to cover up. Look upon me. Also, the fact that she ever let that idiot thread off her widow's peak, like, my God, I think widow's peaks are cute. So if you got a widow's peak, you cute. Leave it alone, BB. M. Johnson, so cute, or so cringe it becomes funny. Yeah. That's our fave around here. Aiden, I'm not very familiar with Foodie before the Kuwait days, but I'm sure as hell heard some awful shit. Yeah. If you think that what we've been seeing from Amber has been bad the last few days, Foodie was something else. Rebecca, Tracy, thanks for being here, BB. Lunatic, absolute lunatic. Yep, and we're here for it. Now, RB, she's got to be bald. Ain't no way there's hair under there. If she's got hair, I have a feeling it's very similar to this. Very short to the head. I just find it unbelievable that she would be completely bald, knowing that how she looks when she doesn't have like a wig or anything. And she's still pretending like, Sala, we're so in love and we make out all the time. Starlight, truly vile. Thanks for being here, BB.
Okay, guys. Let's go upstairs and do this or what?
When she decided to spontaneously shave her head, apparently.
Let's go. All right.
And the worst thing about it was she just did it onto the floor. Like, you're gross.
Check it out. These don't work.
Oh my God.
But this was all the hair.
So obviously she was just randomly hacking at it. Jesus. Talk about a mental breakdown. That's when you know. It's like the last thing I have control over is my hair. I'm not trying to downplay that because that does happen to people, but just for this to play out for us live.
Got from that. No more of these. Orange chicken. Hi. All right, I'm going to shave my head. Okay. You guys can see?
Rebecca, you said it's filmed where you can see. That's crazy. Well, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, I guess. But just the fact that she's waddling around in the apartment with Sala completely bald honestly makes it that much funnier. Starlight, she scattered those things on the floor to make it look like she had with that guy. Yeah, she was something else back then, you know? You almost miss it. Quixotics, thanks for being here, BB. Yep. We are just watching something for a little laugh with the current state of affairs in girl world right now.
Actually, I might need peace to do it, right? Do you think you might, if I need your help, do you think you can do it?
My God, that side profile shot is amazing.
No, I mean, you're shaving, you can't fuck it up. Wait.
You're literally shaving me completely bald like Uncle Fester.
Okay. No, I should be able to. Oh. What do I do? I don't even know how to use this. That hurt. It's upside down, so like this? This. Oh, that's better. I'm not going to use any guards after. I'm going to shave it all off, but because she said I still have some hair, I'll do it this way first.
God.
Thank you for explaining.
Just this look right here is amazing to me. I think you guys can see my mouse. Yeah. Just like, boop, like, oh, that would make a good emoji, I feel like. Oh, but we're jealous. I mean, this is what this person gets to look at in the mirror every day. Starlight, I find this video very disturbing. She is totally unhinged. Yeah, she was something else back then. To be completely honest, though, the way she's acting here, even though she's being very manic by cutting her hair, this is probably like a 2 out of 10 as far as like how unhinged she truly got back then. Yeah, it was something to behold and probably never to be seen again. Aiden, I heard she shaved her head because she went absolutely crazy about the natter situation, and then heard it was because she didn't like her hair thinning, so she just decided to shave it off. And truly, it could have been like a combination of the two, you know. But I mean, truly, it is a common thing that people going through a lot of things mentally, they'll do things to their hair because it's like the one thing they feel that they can control. I would never give Chantal that much logic, but it makes sense to how we would think of it. Otter Girl, she seemed much happier back then too. Yeah, I would agree. But I think too, she just had a lot more freedom and was medicating herself a lot more with, you know, the different substances and the food. So M. Johnson gifted 5 Ragebone memberships. Thank you so much, BB, and welcome to all of our new members in the Skeleton Society. That was super generous of you, M. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Growing our Ragebone boneyard. Thank you, BB. Rebecca Tracy. Oh, she's given birth to another chin since then. Yeah, but you know, it's funny to see like how she covers it, and I think maybe that's why it's so drastic when we actually see slips, because it's like we're just not used to seeing everything that's going on under there. Cryptomera, thanks for being here, BB. Yeah, how could you forget that, Rebecca? You're jealous. We're all jealous. Leafly, thanks for being here, babies. Welcome, welcome. And again, welcome to all the new members. You've got some access to videos, special emojis. I try to add new emojis whenever I can. So I love seeing you guys use those in the chat. They're so cute and funny. Wookie Lover, thanks for being here, BB. Her chat really supported her doing this. She told them she was done with him again, and they were happy. Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, it's not like her hair was real great before she did this, but I don't know. You got to be pretty desperate to just shave it at that point. But
I'm sorry I drove you guys nuts. And this, ladies, we are now at a stage where the curtains match the drapes. My pupa looks like this. Oh. I just went into super mode here. I need to skull it.
not Cyrex being put in. Quixotics. I'm not sure if she had Tracy or
Ready,
Teardrop.
set, buzz!
Oh my god. Also the fact that she's just letting all that hair just fall all over her, fall all over the floor. That makes me feel itchy just thinking about it. If I remember back then, Chantal had like 3 main people in her chat that were kind of like the triad, but I can't remember what their names were. Was one of them Cheeseburgers, Plain Cheeseburger? That might have been one. And then eventually, through all the craziness, one by one, they started falling off as she was alienating them. So I only remember Teardrop being someone not super, super new, but recent, I want to feel like within the Kuwait arc, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory's terrible. I haven't seen any of Foodie Beauty Canada, well, except for Flob to Bob Retro Reacts with the ankle. I love the ankle, by the way. I think he is so funny. I was listening to him the other day at work and just trying to muffle my laughter as I'm sitting there, like just the shit that he comes up with on, off the cuff it kills me. Looked better bald than she did with that Gene Simmons hairdo she was sporting. I don't know. I think people always look better with their natural hair, obviously, if they're able to do that. But some of those wigs too that she picked were great. Starlight, swear she never picks it up. Probably not. Just probably ground it into the carpet. I've told Teardrop to go play in the sun. Maybe she'll evaporate. She doesn't like me for some reason. Yeah, well, Teardrop seems like the ultimate kiss ass, so I can definitely probably understand how anybody saying anything, she'd be, oh my god. Wookie Lover, yes, thank you. Plain Cheeseburger, Sofa King, and Ashley Lamborghini. Yep, those were the 3 main ones in the chat at that time. I love the ankle too. Yeah, the ankle is, before I started my channel, the ankle and Apathetic Facts were the 2 creators I was really watching on a consistent basis. Even now, I'll still watch him just to see let's see if we have the same opinion. Wow. What an effing horror show. Yep. Welcome, Goonies. Today, I am Elvira, and I will be your horror master. No, for everybody coming in, we're just watching something kind of light, kind of funny, even though some of us are traumatized seeing this. But with everything going on in Girl World, I thought maybe we would just do a quick live, need a little laugh. I don't think we have to worry about Marley Hendrix doing anything to my channel, so.
What do you think? Bald! The bald and the beautiful. Oh, baby, she's
my God, the way she just yelled.
I don't know. The bald. What do you think? Bald! The bald and the beautiful. Oh, baby,
see, now back then, even though she was annoying and ridiculous, stuff like that, she was actually pretty funny still. Otter Girl, there was a Teardrop who was pretty active in Sagittarius. Saggy's live. And now you know what else is funny? Saggy, she's one that I watched way back when she first started doing her working girl tell-all videos. I don't really watch her anymore, but she used to be so funny too. Leafly, Studio Deets is my celebrity crush. I already told my husband I would leave him for her. I'm not sure who that is, but they must be hot if you're like, see you later, sucker. Raven Moon, thanks for being here, BB. The Uncle Chantal cut, yes, otherwise known as Uncle Festy.
Well, I don't know. I don't have a shirt.
Hi, Rosie Moreau. Thanks for being here, BB.
What else do I have to wear today? Oh, I don't really like sequins, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm not trying to sound too needy or too much like these girls, but when is someone gonna have an obsessive crush with me? Who's gonna leave their spouse for me?
Clothes. Oh, sorry. Shit. I'm gonna be in trouble now. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. Sexy. That's better? Yeah, I think so.
All right, she's got the ham outfit on, but you know what? That darker color I like.
Dumpster diving again, and she's like a ninja in and out of the dumpsters, so she was able to get a lot more loot than I would ever get. So thank you very much. There was like tons of tins of coffee, so yeah. So we're gonna split all this. We're gonna split like this chocolate and stuff, and we split.
Oh, back in her dumpster diving days. You know, more power to you if you can find something that you want to take out of the trash, but I don't know that I'd be taking out things that were going to go in your mouth, you know? Candles is one thing. Who cares? Some food? It's a little much.
But the coffee, but 2 cans of nabob, and it is still sealed and everything and smells great. It expired in October 29th, but I looked it up and coffee is good for up to like 6 or like 9 months after the expiry date. I'm going to freeze it. Oh, this friggin' chocolate. There's like 35 bags of Rolos, 18 O. Henry peanut butter bars. Now they expired in these in August, this in September. They're perfectly fine. There's no discoloration. I checked. And some of them, we're going to bake with these. Rolo cookies, brownies, whatever. I'm going to give some away. So this is insane. So I'm really happy with this haul.
You think she gave any of these away? That's a good one, Chantal. She's probably just took all this up to her room. No, she probably made Pete's bring all this up to her room. Proceeded to open every single bag, dump it out on the bed, and just Pac-Man'd it around until there was nothing but trash left, and then she could make her own perfect. Sorry, I just hit the mic. She could make her own little perfect cocoon.
So we went dumpster diving after, and my friend is like a ninja. Like she's like in and out of the dumpsters, and she can like fit in the littlest cracks. And oh yeah, she was in there getting all kinds of stuff. Like without her, I wouldn't have been able to get this stuff. So, but I did help. I drove to the places, and I came out with her, and I shined the light for her, and held the lid open, like the ones that needed to be held open. And she handed me the stuff, the loot, and I put it in the car. So I wasn't completely useless, but there was so much candy.
My God, her hair right here. This is before the shave job. Oh my. Raven Moon. Ironically enough, I'm a writer and I have a crush on my own character I wrote. Weirdo. You know what? That's not weird. You're just fulfilling your own fantasies. There's nothing wrong with that. Creativity. Leafly rolls are so good. They're okay. I prefer a Carmelo or a nice Milky Way. The Goddess finally made another live. Yes, and we're so happy to have you, BB. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here, Mellow Maggots. Love the name. Rosie Miro giving away expired garbage chocolates. Yes. If she gave them away. If we are to believe that those were actually given to another person. Which, You know what? M. Johnson didn't even think of reasons. Those are good too. Raven, the character in question is a 2,000-year-old vampire. Ooh, the plot thickens. You know what? I can't say anything. Ever since I watched K-pop Demon Hunter against my own will, I have been in love with basically every character on that movie, so it's fine. There's nothing wrong with being in love with fictional characters or animated characters as long as they're of age, you know? No big deal. We're not going to be creeps like Amber.
So there's like all these bags of Rolos and these O. Henrys. So what I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to tell people this expired August 31st, 2009. I had some, they're still good, but I disinfected them. I put them all in the sink with vinegar, water, and a bit of baking soda. They weren't dirty. Like there was nothing else in the dump really. Yeah, like people think that there was maggots on the side of the dumpster. That's not, I would be running so far away. They were longer than maggots usually. Like I know there's some bigger ones, but.
Now, Mellow Maggot, were you getting on her chocolate? What the hell? Get out of here.
They were stickers, like stuck to the wall. They
Bunch
weren't
of
maggots.
Rolos and coffee and stuff in that bag. I need to get that stuff. I don't know if I can reach it. Damn it.
No. That definitely looks like straight up mags on the side of the dumpster. Like, excuse me, what else would this be? Like, not trying to gross anybody out. I'm unfazed by most things. I don't see them moving per se, but that doesn't mean they're not just dead clinging there. Yes. All the barf emojis in the chat. Barf, 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 barf. You know, I didn't think we would get here, but me chanting barf, I'm fine with it.
Come on, guys.
All right, guys. So there's a whole bunch of coffee, Rolos. There's stuff in that bag. And I just I'm standing on a thing and it's just barely out of reach. So unfortunately, I can't grab these things because I'm not, the opening to the dumpster is not wide enough for me to climb in and it's too dangerous. So and my grabber is just really not meant to grab heavy things. So there's a picture here. There's all stuff. So.
Okay, to be fair, that does look rather large to be what we're accusing it of being. But I don't know. I'm going to stop zooming in on them now to quit horrifying everyone, but hard to say. Yeah, Mellow Maggot, hang your head in shame.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, well. They look like them, though. Definitely. I was thinking,
thanks for being here, BB.
But it was pretty clean, other than that, there was some coffee. So, hey, guys. So, I just thought I would do a video. I'm staying at a hotel that it actually wasn't too bad of an experience. The people were really nice. When we had problems, they fixed it right away. It's a budget hotel. And I actually kind of like staying at these because I find them funny and interesting, and they're kind of good content. So don't lie. You want me to get a black light. I admit it. So here's the door. We have a nice crown and dollar signs. Yeah, okay. We have this here. This works. That's good. You need some security, It's a budget motel, so it's not going to be the best, the cleanest, whatever, but it's pretty clean for what it was. And TV, we got just a basic table and chairs here. Remote, the key system. So yeah, very old school. This is I use this rig. Don't ask for what.
All right, Mello, I'm going to take your word on it because obviously out of all of us, you would be the expert. That's why I said it almost did kind of look too big. I didn't know though if say they were there and then died, if they would kind of be stuck there, but again, I will yield to your expertise, my dear. That room is nasty in the cleanliest apartment or department. Yeah, it seems like just wherever she goes, she's surrounded.
And then I have this AC here. It doesn't work. I mean, we couldn't figure it out. It says here AC, but you see here nothing happens. So then you have this nice, I think, booger, or I don't know. There's a few boogers here in this room, complimentary boogers that come up in the room. This is a nice painting. It looks like, this looks like the inside of the ear. This is
I heard Voldemort's voice. So this is, I guess I was too distracted by the bug talk. Apparently this is from the Naturd days where they went up into a really fine establishment. Not creepy at all. Totally fine. Otter Girl, wasn't she worried about doxing back then? You know what? To be fair, it wasn't nearly as bad as it is now. It was just kind of getting to the point where she was showing too much and things were being exposed. Like she went to, was it, where'd she go to that really fancy hotel with him? Not, was it Montreal? I can't remember, but people found her almost immediately and started calling the hotel. So it was shortly after this, but a lot of her stuff too, I feel like still back then she was doing as videos. So she wasn't doing quite as many lives, but yeah, she was still under fire back then, just not quite as bad. V Goddess, you never know what living under her rules. When that big, they come with bed bugs. Ew. And you say that, but it's 100% possible. I saw that happen on an episode of 600 Pound Life. So
It's like an eardrum. This looks like an eardrum. We should name this painting Ear Infection.
This looks like silkworm.
And here's the headboard. Yeah, it's pretty clean, I guess. I don't know. Looks like maybe a few scalps were hit against it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, and then this painting is interesting. I was a little entertained by it. I kind of want it. Horses? Before, I don't know. Anyway, it looks like people in the baker shops having a good old jolly time. Oh, someone tried to steal. Oh, yeah, the whole window frame is out. I think someone tried to steal.
And the whole fucking thing costs $15.
The air conditioner costs $15. One like that, probably 50 at Canadian Tire. We got some, a little table. The floors were pretty clean. They're not now since we were here. But the leaky tap. Where was the art on the penis art on the bed sheet there? No, it was on this. There was like a penis. Somebody drew it. Yeah, I want to show them the wiener. That's the whole point of this video.
Actually,
That's the whole point of this video.
maybe there's nothing wrong with it.
Look, she still had her widow's peak.
So it's not a binge. That's why I'm saying the term matters. Because binge has some really heavy connotations behind it. It's a heavy word and it has nothing to do. You're labeling binge as an umbrella term for all situations that involve large amounts of food. And that's only one situation of so many. And a lot of
The way her eyes just rolled, I can't tell if she's just really stoned here or what, but I think this was the mega gummies age.
them do not include a negative relationship. My throat sounds like I inhaled hot nashy oil or hot butter, and that's because I did. I had 2 nashies today, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to get P8s right now.
So Marley Hendrix added, downplaying her own accusation of BBJ being hit and hurt by Natter. Animal abuse. Just for everybody that wasn't here back then, this is one of the many, many reasons the animosity for her exists. Yeah. Rebecca Tracy, I second that. Congratulations, Goddess. So glad to see that is a past tense thing for you, and you're doing much, much better now. Much love to you, BB.
My comments, it's BBJ's being abused, BBJ's being thrown from a trapeze, BBJ's being stabbed. I don't want to downplay BBJ's, what do you call it, mistreatment. She's not being abused. I told you about what happened the one time.
She was the one that said that BBJ got kicked. So.
I shouldn't have told you guys. Like, I feel like this is just like inappropriate to tell a whole bunch of people, especially knowing the reaction and how serious. Like, these things are what causes cops to get called. It causes animal services. I wouldn't still be talking to Natter if my BBJ was hurt in any way. I think what happens is when I'm angry with him, I come online and I think of everything he's done wrong and I just rehash it over and over. And then whenever I'm not angry and we make up, I'm more willing to excuse things and forgive things. So that's why you see a lot of back and forth, and I don't, like, people are calling me an animal abuser. I don't obviously abuse my animals. I would never do that. If anyone ever, like, if he even, like, raises his voice at BBJ ever again, obviously I've never ever talked to him again. Like, I would never talk to anybody ever.
Bitch, please. Wow, that aged well. I would never ever do anything to put my cats in jeopardy. Yeah, we know. Rosie Miro, I wasn't here for any of this. I showed up in the BBJ rescue. Okay. Well, you know, this wasn't that long in the grand scheme of things before that, but this was like kind of at the very beginning of what has been so lovingly deemed as Crackhead Olympics.
Again, who would rate, like, what happened? So basically what happened, because people are confused. I'm not going to try to like downplay it or make it sound better, because no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to gaslight you or whatever that word is. But we were arguing a few months ago, or a couple months ago. I don't remember the exact day. We were arguing, and I'm only going over this again because I already told you about it, so I may as well clarify what happened. Nobody was kicked. Nobody kicked the BBJ. So what happened was we were arguing. We were both really tired. I don't remember even what we were arguing about. We had like 2 really, really, really bad fights. And
I'm just going to point out a pattern here, and you'll see it with Chantal's relationships then and now, and Amber in the most recent dramas. They'll come on the internet because they have no other outlet, they have no other friends, and bitch and cry to everyone, wanting sympathy, wanting opinions, this. Never listen to anybody, of course. And then the next day or hours later, they'll come here, try to backpedal, and wonder why everyone's pissed. I don't know why you guys are saying that. It's based on literally the information you've provided to us. So same as what we're seeing now with Amber, with Emily. I don't know why you guys are saying everything like that. It's like, bitch, give me a break. Bone Daddy, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing great tonight. We're just rocking and rolling, aren't we, everybody?
the one I already told you about, then this one, there was no like violence or anything. It's just that
Leafly, what a
we were
kind
shouting,
thing to
like,
do
we were
for your
shouting at each other
husband.
pretty loudly.
Hope he has a good night at work.
That was it. Like BBJ was like in the way, walked like on the couch. You know, like the middle part of the brown couch. Well, that's what happened. She was like crying out at us for treats, and he just kind of like get out of the way, like kind of like swatted her away, and then like didn't like chase her around the house, but like chased her. She ran up the stairs, like to get her out of the way because he was frustrated. And
getting frustrated at a 10-pound cat that's elderly seems like a completely normal thing for someone to do. Yeah. All he did was nudge her with his foot and then chase her up the stairs, probably scaring the daylights out of this poor, innocent, elderly animal that trusted Chantal implicitly, that was living in filth. Yeah, what's the big deal? Right? Right? Okay. Don't pop off your own eyeballs, RB. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Dino Love Bites, thanks for being here, baby. I love the lives, but probably won't be talking too much tonight. I am currently a chew toy for a big kitten. He's 3 months, 4.5 pounds. Please send help. Aw. The kittens, I love a kitten, but yeah, they are just all teeth and claws at that age. Oh my God, today at work, one of our other departments, we basically bring in dogs and stuff anytime we want. Anytime somebody gets a new pet, they'll bring in their pets. He brought in his little dash hound. It was a miniature wiener dog, and it was the cutest little baby I've ever seen. It was a long hair, and it was, I want to say just 10 weeks old, so probably just barely weaned. And I have this thing with tiny animal teeth. Oh, he had the cutest little tiny animal teeth. My soul could have evaporated out of my body. It was amazing. So, in all this to say, enjoy your little BB. I love it when they're tiny, but I love it when they're big too. Bone Daddy, hello, love. Keep up the good work. We love a supportive king. Poor Bone Daddy. He has to work second shift, so anytime I come live on the weekdays, he's out there grinding it out.
I didn't really see like exactly like whatever she's like. She was scared, startled, and you know, but like the last time she saw him, she was eating out of his hand and stuff, and like she just hid for a while, but she was starting to come around a bit, you know. So that's what happened with the BBJ thing. Nobody kicked BBJ. She's absolutely fine. When I go live later, I will She will be in the video, you know she will, crying for treats. What happened really did, like, I think after that, I was in my room depressed eating guacamole for a few days because we did break up. I was like, this is like, that's it, like, never again. We had a really bad
No,
fight.
Raven, we
I
cannot
shouldn't have told you guys
resist.
about it publicly, so I want to apologize for being you guys on a roller coaster, for, you know, giving you whiplash with everything. I don't want people to be, I know I can't please everybody, and for the most part, I just ignore hate, but if there's something that you feel like the majority of people are outraged about, then I'm going to address it, and that's like that's the truth. Nobody believes me anyways when I talk anymore. So for me, I don't feel like addressing things sometimes is worth it.
Oh my God, she lost her credibility because all she did was lie to her audience. You poor thing. We all feel sorry for her, don't we? Just like we feel sorry for Amberlynn, who has zero credibility with her audience.
Nobody believes me anyways, and that's the truth. This happened a while ago. I think I did tell you about it when I was mad. I'm not going to do that anymore when I'm mad or have an argument. I know I say that all the time, but
She did say that all the time, and she continued to
really, really
overshare.
bad for it. I don't want to like seem like I'm making excuses for people. Like, I'm just telling you what happened after. Like, you know, I cried and was like, BBJ, and he actually was crying and was like, you know, don't talk about it. It makes me feel horrible. So it's, I don't know what else to say. I would have never, look at the nice trees. I would have never put her in a situation where if I knew she wasn't going to be hurt, like I would, you know what I mean? So I did make sure, like I was like, go check her. I went to check her and she was fine. She's not hurt. She wasn't hurt. No scratches, no broken bones on poor BBJ. Like she's not abused. She just got startled. But
well, apparently Chantal has X-ray vision because if the cat had a broken bone, she could eyeball it to tell.
Yeah, that did piss me off and made me very mad. That's why I talked to you guys about it. Made me very mad, and I think what happens is when I'm mad, I come on here and I tell you every horrible thing because then I feel like, okay, I'm going to be too ashamed to go back. That's like me wanting to end everything. But that's impulsive of me because I don't fully think the situation through. Betty toys.
All right, so she's saying here hi on the Coca-Cola and being called out. I would also just like to point this out. I'm glad that we are watching this because everything that Amber just tried to pull with her and Emily and that whole drama, I made a point to say it's almost like she's trying to replicate the what's the word I'm looking for? She's trying to replicate the success of Crackhead Olympics by creating fake drama. So notice the similarity of Chantal had this habit of where she'd have all this drama with Natter, come on live, complain, cry, this, and then be back with him and then try to make excuses for him. Exactly what Amber just tried to pull with Emily. So Bone Daddy, member for 1 month. Thanks for being a member, baby. And quite charming, Bone Daddy. He has his moments.
Oh.
Yeah, Vigatas. And she came out and admitted it later that was absolutely her problem.
But you love lip gloss. Oh, sorry. You don't own me. Caramel hydrating lip balm.
And just wearing glasses for no reason.
Guess what? I'm about to shave my face. Why? Why do I have to do this? That's depressing. You only get one. I don't know what I like better, without the glasses or with the glasses. I feel more protected with the glasses, but I feel more myself right now. Okay. If I don't get up, put my hair back. That's not quite
just another obvious stem of her usage.
Put my hair back and a cute hairpin with a dragonfly on it. Go into my bathroom that has one of those plants that don't need water, succulents, and some $80 toothbrush. was I talking about? Okay, never mind. That's enough internet for me today. Literally, I just forgot what I was talking about. And not on purpose, it's just I'm caught up in my own little trip to Mars here. In honor of Elon Musk and his weird fucking... What did he name his kid?
Now V Goddess. That's not nice, but
and yes,
that
I'm
was
judging
so
him.
funny.
I hate people who name their kids weird shit for no fucking reason. Because they think they're king shit of the world and a normal name like fucking Andrew is just beneath them. What's wrong with Vincent or Marty? Actually, if I ever have to name a kid or anything, I'm going to think of if their name would be found easily on a mug. Because, you know, I hate that.
God, her eye rollings, the independent blinking, and her pupils look huge.
I know it's
Saucer
struggling.
eyes.
Oh no, we got to the 70s. Isn't that song from the 70s? Someone look it up or I'm not doing it. Joe? Because these are 70s fucking rock star glasses. All I need is a beige trench coat and a fake rain. No, a black backdrop. And I need to go turn around. I fucking swear. I'm really hyper.
Goddess.
I mean, to be honest, well, like,
Not her
what's
trip to
bothering me
Mars.
about,
She
like,
needs
is
a
it
trip to
the
Planet
edibles?
Fitness.
Is my demeanor off? Why does this primer not work out for me? You need to take it down.
Now, Goonies, I know you're just reflecting. We all know that you have a picture of Chantal on your nightstand framed that you kiss good night and good morning every day. You're not fooling anybody by trying to act like you don't like looking at her. Okay? Okay? Rebecca Tracy, she needs to hear a few home truths much, much earlier, years and years earlier. Yeah, I said the other day, I don't think people laughed in their face enough. They did it too much behind their back. They never did it to their faces enough to let them realize that they should feel shame for how they're acting. You got me unbusted. See? I knew it. Now don't you feel better after coming clean about that? Kiss goodnight. Hey, at least I didn't say you had like a life-size replica love doll like Chantal would have liked to have at one point. Goonsy built a shrine. Yes, I forgot to mention he does light a candle to it as he goes to sleep at night.
Well, I took edibles. I don't seem like I'm on edibles. How would you people even know that? Like, how would you even know?
Got it. She was zooted at all times, but also this wasn't at 10 a.m. I'm pretty sure this was at like 2 a.m.
Pasty mouth and my eyes are getting red, and I'm just like, you know.
All right, I have to pause for this. Goonsy, maybe I do have a life-size replica doll of Chantal. I have many questions if you do. For one, how do you transport it? Like a 10-man team, a dolly system, pulleys and ropes? We have questions and we need answers.
Oh my god, the chicken. Oh, thanks a lot. See what you fucking started? This is why I hate edibles. The bitch got paid too. Yo, $100, dropping it, bam, Greek food right now. All right, anyway, where were we?
You know what? It would be impossible. But you would do anything for love. Yeah, I believe it. 100%.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. And you
know what? Just the fact that she just started singing right after I did pisses me off. Hello, Sarah C. Thanks for being here, BB. Just a little goofy live stream tonight to lighten the mood of Girl World for us a little bit. Goonsy, but you would do that. Quit lying to yourself.
Come around, turn around. Up to 70. I'm not tweaking out. What is tweaking out? What even is that? Are you actually like supposed to tweak out? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like tweet from South Park? What? South Park? Don't even get me started. 2 o'clock gangsta. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Dude. What do you think I'm on? A bus from like co-class, 15 minutes? So I wouldn't be like that for hours. I'm hyper. I'm weird. You know what?
when I don't eat, I have so much more energy too.
Yeah, mysteriously
you
back
hide?
then
Actually, don't
she had all this energy and she wasn't eating as much, and all the dry mouth and weird tics that she was doing, like touching her nose and her teeth all the time. But it wasn't Coca-Cola. No. She was still denying it back then. Oh, and wearing sunglasses for no reason and being up at all hours of the night.
That's why I don't hide it. I don't want to hide anything. Because you people find it out and then you give me shit. Miss Stewart. Please stop using. I don't know. Oh my god. You know what? I look like a Elvis impersonator in his fat years. Fuck. Recipes read.
Sam enters the closet. Otter Girl, she didn't seal back then, did she? She did, but we actually used to call it laying on the llama because she had this llama stuffed animal that was like super crusty because it was very clear that she never washed her face and never washed the llama. And she would lay on that and live stream, like laying down with that under her face. Also, Goonsy, if I could, I would love for you to listen to me right now because I'm 100% serious. If I could make my next emoji on my channel like a tiny little Chantal replica love doll and it said like heart Goonsy on it or something, I would, but I don't think that would fit in like 480 pixels. So you're lucky. Lynn, hello. Thanks for being here, BB. M. Johnson. Part of me just thinks that if you poked her, you would just sink into her fat like sinking into a jello mold. Oh my. Raven Moon. No, it is Coca-Cola. It's just the first version cola, the original stuff. Yeah, and this was before too, where she was still kind of having fun with it and not coming on here being like, I have a problem. And her and Natter were still kind of somewhat normal stuff. It wasn't like, I don't think DD was in the picture or anything yet. Goonsy, that would actually be epic. Well, I'll see what I can do. You know, I'll make a little note right now.
Yeah, dude.
But let's not hope for too much.
You're grown. Don't let people make you feel bad. I know. I try not to. That's the thing that's frustrating. Is I always come full circle and realize that, like what you just said, after ruminating over it all night, like how I should react to things. What is that?
Oh my god, this is amazing. So you know what? Actually, this might have been the night she was on. It starts with mush and ends with ooms. This right here is one of the most epic moments for Chantal. So she is sitting there and we saw Sam go into the closet. Okay, everyone keep that in mind.
Oh my god, I'm hearing shit. There's like a weird feeling in my chair. It's like really hot. It's weird. I swear I didn't do like anything. I swear.
She keeps
no
hearing something.
Maybe I took too many edibles. I don't know. Some of the gummy bears were mashed in with other gummy bears. It kind of just like a melted blob. He did warn me about that. And I said, that's fine because I'm desperate at this point. I really love the feeling of it, you know? It sounds like there's someone at my door.
She said there sounds like there's someone at my door.
Do you hear the thumping? You don't hear the thumping? I swear, I'm not fucking playing. I'm like freaking out right now. Why? I need a weapon. For real.
I need a weapon. Bitch, shut up.
Hey! Come out now! Yeah. Oh no. Fuck. Pete! There's an intruder! Come here. No. Here.
And then Sam comes out of the closet. He's like, damn, what's this bitch freaking out about? And she's only armed with a back scratcher. Let's keep that in mind. All right, we're going to watch it again.
Oh no. Fuck. Pete! There's an intruder! Come here.
Yeah.
No.
Except she's running towards the sound.
I'm not hallucinating. I'm the intruder! Oh
officer. Can you check my patio for funny monsters? Yeah, no. Sam, go downstairs and sleep. You've caused enough trouble tonight.
He has
No,
the back
open the door.
scratcher
I
in
don't
his
want to
hand.
touch your shirt. Please.
Wow, what a shot. Nobody up here.
Don't let him out. Don't let him out.
Okay, so to be fair, we were laughing and saying she was running towards the sound. She thought she had a like a little patio off of her bedroom, so she thought someone was at the patio. Oh my god, so funny. I forgot about the back scratcher part.
No, Sam.
Okay, lock it, please. Oh my god. No, they're gonna think I'm crazy, but I'm not. No.
Did you see what happened?
That's why I need a roommate. You're right. Who would I fucking run to right now? I'd be dying.
And shit, she could just use her own body as a weapon. To be completely fair, just bowl over them and friggin' crush them with your weight. That's why I said I don't know how Emily didn't actually have an injury if we're to believe the story that Amber fell on her. Like, okay.
I'd be running across the street with my cat pajamas.
Yes, Sarah. Can't forget the other. Oh yeah,
Okay.
the tongue movement. Can't forget that she was constantly congested.
Do you have a
That was another telltale sign. All right. Do we want to do one more Marley Hendrix video, like a compilation similar to this? Do we want to do one more? Put ones in the chat if you'd like to do one more. I'm not going to stay up too late, but we could do one more short one. Okay, I see some ones. All right, let me pick a good one here. Let's see. You know who I really miss? The OG, one of the only reactors I used to watch. He's truly the one that actually started getting me watching Foodie, was freaking Michael B. Petty. Oh my god. If anybody remembers that video he did where Chantal was talking about having dingleberries, that was some of the funniest shit I have ever seen. I swear I died laughing when I saw that. All right, let me get to Marley's videos here. Okay, so we've got... Okay, there's a video of her eating. I don't know if we necessarily want to watch that, but let's see. Can't find anything else. We'll watch that one. Yeah, Raven. He doesn't make videos anymore. He kind of dipped out of Girl World. But he was just so damn funny. He was back in the original, like Zachary Michael. They were kind of started at the same time, so he was an old OG for sure. Still looking. You know, we'll do that one. We'll do that other one. That's all right. This one's just called a look back on one of my favorites. So this must be...
Just because I'm...
All right. This one might be stupid, but we can talk amongst ourselves. That's all right. Okay, so...
getting over this cold or whatever I have. I'm like 99% sure it's a cold. Despite what people are saying, which is completely false, I never thought I had COVID. I'm getting tested just in case because I have to care for somebody elderly and sick. So it's just a responsible thing to do.
Now here she's talking about her grandmother, the same grandmother that she had to hurry and run when they were like lay dying to go back to Natter. So Bone Daddy, it's the Michael B. Petty Dingleberry video. It was the very first Girl World video Queen Ragebone showed me as an introduction to this crazy corner. You know what? That's funny, Bone Daddy. I forgot that was like the very first one that I had made you watch. But see, there you go. A testament to Michael B. Petty. It was enough and compelling enough to get this otherwise completely unaware man to invest emotionally in Gore World.
Not seen my grandmother since, it's been a while now. So
what an
have another
introduction.
family
Yeah,
member kicking in until
I know how to do
I
it.
can feel better. And
Like, sit down and watch this.
So
I
I
got
have
something to
McDonald's
show
here. I have a
you.
lot of McDonald's food for breakfast, and my appetite's not affected. It was before, but now I'm starting to feel hungry again. So had a nice shower, McDonald's greasing my hair. My hair's really getting long, but no makeup, and I have a lot to eat, a lot to bitch about.
I'm going to guess too. I think this was before she met Natter, but you guys probably remember better than me. But just from the way she's acting and the way she looks here, I believe that's the time frame.
So yeah, so let's get to number one. I don't really feel like supporting the coldest water bottle anymore. I've seen them sponsor bullying channels, so call me bitter, whatever you want. I don't feel that I want to be a part of that company who supports that kind of thing. That just doesn't even like. I don't.
Aw, Otter Girl, much love to you, baby. Now, to be fair, I just want to clarify this. I did clarify this on a different live. So the Bone Daddy that is in our chat, the one that is a mod, that is not like my dad. That is my actual like real life partner. Like, he and I are together. So God love him. Everybody say a small prayer for Bone Daddy because he gets to put up with me on a daily basis.
I don't know. So, you know what? I don't need your money. So, I'm not going to be having a coldie anymore. That's just the type of bitch I am. So, as the title of this video, you can see that what I'm really sorry for. Yes, I love butter on my pancakes. I did put the syrup on already, the maple syrup. Oh, this bacon, okay. Really bad. So we have a sausage, egg McMuffin here, just coming apart. The cheese is all melty.
I swear too, I'm not the biggest McDonald's fan, but these heifers have a knack for just making things look as nasty as possible. And just the way they finger everything, it's just like, ugh, God. Well, that's even cuter. Yeah, he's pretty cute. I definitely appreciate his support of my teeny tiny channel. Bone Daddy, bless you, sir. He needs all the blessings he can get, let me tell you. And that's so sweet. Now, Bone Daddy, don't be getting too ahead of yourself, okay? You're not getting too much credit here, but yes, he is sweet. Been married since 1988, and I wouldn't trade him for the world. That's very sweet. I love that.
And we have here in Canada, I don't know if you guys have it in the States, it's a chicken biscuit. Chicken on an English muffin. Chicken patty with mayo, 5 hash browns, a whole bunch of salsa. And we're just going to eat 2 donuts, Boston cream, maple cream. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be bitching about Miss Fake Gold. If you don't know who that is, you don't need to. Just ignore and just watch me eat, I guess. Number one, I want to say I have no makeup on right now. And I think my skin looks pretty good. So whenever you say things, Charlie Fake Gold, like, she uses a lot of Lush products.
Oh, shit. Now, this was the first time she went after Charlie. So these girls have always done this, and they fail to realize the cyclical relationship that reactors have with their channels. You know, I'm not saying that I do much. I'm pretty a small channel, but a lot of the bigger creators, you know, they're bringing traffic and attention to their channels, keeping them relevant. So Chantal, Amber never used to be like that. She never used to really care about the reactors. I think probably because she understood that element. Foodie has always gone after the reactors. So it makes me wonder, is it because of Emily that Amber's suddenly trying to strike everyone? Makes you think. Bone Daddy, I'm going to get this etched on a plate somewhere and hang it that you get to look at every day. And thank you, baby.
and her skin looks bad. Number one, how is that important commentary? And number two, I think my skin looks pretty good. I don't have tons of foundation on like you do. That sounds to me like you're just jealous. Anyway.
See, even back then we were just jealous haters.
I'm sorry that I ever explained myself for my comments about Charlie, about calling her Cole, because I wasn't being racist. And I firmly believe that, and I should have stood by that. I'm sorry that I ever apologized for that, because I know I'm not racist. It's just ridiculous at this point. You know, Cole is black. So,
you know what? Here's my opinion on that. You could maybe say it once out of complete ignorance, not realizing, but there was so many people telling her, don't say that. That's comparing her to something that was, used back in the days against Black people. That is something that's extremely offensive, warning her, and she still did it. So right here, this is just a prime example of who Chantal truly is at the very core of her being.
I'm sick of the false outrage. Every time a white person, a white woman, she feels threatened by and who insults her look somehow, she then uses the race card and like uses false outrage to call them racist or whatever. Cole is a black rock. And for Christmas time, you would say, if you're on the naughty list, you're going to get a piece of black coal in your stocking. So would I be racist if I said to Fake Gold, since you've been a bully, you're going to get a piece of coal in your stocking? She calls herself Gold. Gold is like the opposite. It's a non-valuable rock. It's something I came up with, like at the top of my head. It had nothing to do. If it was racist, it would be describing the color of her skin. And it's not. It never was.
Just sitting here repeatedly trying to justify it. Oh, shoot. Just went back all the way to the beginning. All right, let's see, where were we at?
Protected status. So that's okay. If I were YouTube, I'd be careful about that, because if somebody ends up hurting themselves because of the bullying they allow, even after it being reported, nothing to do. If it was racist, it would be describing the color of her skin. And it's not.
Okay, there we go.
It never was.
Sorry about that, guys.
Recent post saying Charlie Cole, because that's how black is your soul is black, not the color of your skin. Let me repeat that. Cole in reference to the color of your soul, not your skin. Okay? People are just looking for anything to chastise me for, and I find that really ridiculous, because people have no problem and support her making fun of me on a daily basis and stealing my content to bully. But when I defend myself, I'm a racist.
Yeah, Bone Daddy, 100%. I mean, this is the same woman that tries to justify the use of the R word. So.
Do you see me making video after video obsessively talking about this one person? Like, if I sat here and did videos degrading another fat person being the size I am, you would think I'm nuts. So why is it different for her? Because I have haters. Why do I have haters? Because I defend myself? Because I'm a fat girl eating on camera? Because I have a bad attitude? What kind of attitude?
I really didn't pick this one purposely, but it's definitely relevant to what we see going on in girl world right now, just where they're going after the reactors. So above and beyond the Charlie Gold debacle, because we all knew Chantal's a piece of trash for that shit. But even then, she was coming after the reactors because they weren't agreeing with her kissing her ass, basically.
Do you expect me to have? Do you want me, you know what I mean? Anyway, and there's this man. He's like a freaking creepy old crypt keeper looking guy. I don't care. He's creepy. Look, it looks like a serial killer. And he just flaps his gums about me, calling me a fat, smelly bitch. You look like you smell, not me. I'm sorry, but you look like that old smelly guy who eats canned dog food. This old creepy man looks like a serial killer. Calling me fat, smelly, whatever.
Goonsy, you better not be saying it in my
And this problem is
channel,
I'm
or you will be put in your
pounds,
place.
which I'm
Just
like
giving you
half
fair
that.
warning, BB.
And I love it. Any obese person is automatically 600 pounds.
Lucia, thanks for being here, BB.
I don't even know why I
Foodie
bother.
has
You know
shown
what? The
signs
more I
of
talk about
racism
this,
over time. Yeah,
the more
definitely.
ridiculous it is that, like, do you know what I mean? It just sounds more ridiculous that I'm even like defending myself against these idiots. So all I'm saying is that there's a problem on YouTube. YouTube doesn't care about their content creators, because if they did, they wouldn't allow that. It's okay to bully fat people because we're not under a protected status. So that's okay. If I were YouTube, I'd be careful about that, because if somebody ends up hurting themselves because of the bullying they allow, even after it being reported, I mean, that's blood on their hands. And all of you who support channels who bully others, it's on your hands too, if you co-sign that crap. I'm not going to stop doing mukbangs. I'm going to keep eating what I want. You don't know what I eat. And you know what I mean? I'm like, I haven't gained weight. You can say I have, but you don't know. I mean, you haven't seen me step on a scale. We haven't even seen you step on a scale, Fake Gold, in forever.
Yes, she's clearly a dainty queen. She loves to talk about false outrage, but you know what? The whole thing with like bullying large people. What's the Candy? Hungry fat girl, hungry fat chick. She doesn't get this type of reaction from her audience. Yeah, she has trolls just like any other channel, but I have nothing negative to say about her. She's making her own life choices. She's also not a complete vile piece of trash human being, and she also doesn't come on her channel crying and wanting sympathy from her audience for what she's done to her body. So Chantal just wants to make it seem like
the only reason that they're even criticizing me is because of my size.
no, just like you and Amber, has nothing to do with what you look like on the outside, but because of the ugliness on the inside is why I have zero problem in describing what you look like on the outside.
So the fact that you advertise your channel as a journey, a self journey, but all you do is your journey is sitting on the floor criticizing my videos. Journey to happiness, her channel says. You're a stereotype. You're like textbook. Your journey to happiness is bringing someone else down to make yourself feel
Right,
better.
Marley Hendrix added, ma'am, you're the one sitting there with 4 meals.
At least you're not as fat as me. Well, I'd rather be my size and I'd rather be me than you any day. I don't need to rely on bullying to build my channel.
Sound effect.
That's what you all don't realize the difference is. And yeah, you guys are helping me build my channel in a way, but you're also spreading lies about me. And you're also bullying, and you're also being, you know what I mean? Like, you're full of shit. So, let's try the chicken. You know what? I'm going to sit back. I've said my piece. I'm going to sit back and let you guys watch.
Rebecca, they weren't as restrictive back then about people like eating on camera. They were way, way, way more lax when it came to mukbangs and different things. So, you know, she's not doing this now, but there was a lot of times where she would be eating large quantities of food. They call you Jabba the Hutt. Goonsy, the biggest bully always plays the victim card. Yeah. Yeah. She wants to basically just act like a dick to everybody with zero repercussion. And they're both like that. They expect us to just sit idly by and be completely fine with their shitty behaviors. But of course, when you bring something to the court of public opinion, we're allowed to interpret it and we're allowed to comment on it. So, M. Johnson, I love that song too. Yeah. Good old PewDiePie.
Watch yourself. Watch you destroy yourselves, because what goes around comes around, and I firmly believe that. What goes around comes around. So I tried potato with salsa. That's good. We'll see. What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow, and what you've sown is being an online bully.
And again, these heifers trying to call karma down on people. It's unbelievable. If I was them and I had the karmic debt that they do, that's the last thing that I would be doing. Like, yes, Rebecca, that was a good way to put it. Lecture time from the Dainty Princess, because clearly they have a grapple on life. You know, they've got it all figured out. Just look how they're living and how their lives turned out.
The only time I've ever come after you or anyone else is in retaliation, which is that appropriate? Probably not, but like just stupid. Like I really don't see how YouTube allows that. You comment on the most irrelevant, stupid things, like the size of my underwear. What does that have to do with me as a person? You're insulting like every fat girl out there, and I hope someday a fat girl really puts you in your fucking place. Like the fact that so many people think I deserve it, what people say about me, just because I'm fat and not losing weight, or trying to lose weight, or discussing my weight, or giving you an explanation.
All right. Raven Moon, they remind me of the kind of people who call the cops because their dealer sold them the fake stuff. Yeah, exactly. Leafly, she hasn't changed one bit. And you know what? That's another reason why I like watching these kind of retros, because it just reminds us of how full of shit she is when she tries to be like, I'm so different than I used to be. No, you're not. You're the same ugly freaking soul that you always have been. Goonsy, how long have you been following Foodie? It was pretty much right when she moved into the villa with Pete's. I always watched Amber more, and every once in a while I would see Foodie when she still lived with BB. I would see her videos kind of come up, and I'd watch her a little bit, but not the way I do now at all. I would just kind of dip in and out and just be like, okay, this girl's kind of crazy, but whatever. There was no real intrigue until she moved in with Pete's at this villa, and then it really kind of got interesting for me. Bone Daddy, I still can't make sense of the fact that a 40-year-old woman sells as much as she does. Well, I think that's what happens when you don't have, a gallbladder, and you eat absolute garbage like she does. It's just like a tube that goes straight through. So, yeah. Sad but true, but yet we're all jealous of her and wish we could leave her life, you know? I come from the world of dance, so I know nothing else but discipline. What is wrong with discipline? She can't see herself. No. These people have zero self-awareness. And if you know anything about how Chantal grew up, she was never, first of all, she wasn't raised properly. Her life was full of turmoil. The mom and grandma kind of just threw her snacks and bought her off that way, you know? So no, this girl was never taught proper discipline at all. Goonsy, I've only discovered gorlworld like 3 months ago. Well, I'm glad you discovered gorlworld so you could be here with us in the boneyard. But yeah, how else would I be so versed on the Amber and Chantal lore? You know, this stuff takes years of seething dislike for these idiots. Maybe you'll be there one day if you're lucky.
Of how much I weigh, or why I'm eating McDonald's, when it's none of your fucking business. There's a reaction channel. It's like they complain about the noises I make when I'm eating. Then why the fuck are you watching me? Why are you watching a mukbang? Do people not realize how stupid you look by like complaining about that?
That's
and
for the feeders right there.
Making your channel about that? It's not right. To me, it's not right that people get to. And even Nikocado Avocado, like the clip I put on my community post. He hates Charlie. Can't stand her. Because she's full of crap. And you can profit off of bullying. You can complain that I profit off of my eating disorder or eating this, but you profit off of bullying, and that's worse. How about you worry about your personality disorder? Like, I don't understand how people don't see the hypocrisy at this point. It's like one channel will call me a fat, smelly bitch, and then in the second breath turn around and be like, she accused me of being a fat shamer. I'm not a fat shamer. Calling somebody a fat bitch and making fun of their stomach is fat shaming. Dildo. Like, or when
What the hell? She just used dildo as an insult? You don't see that every day. Not since the 90s, at least. What kills me too about her going after Charlie so viciously, it's like, does she think that if people stopped watching, and this is relevant to this day too, do they think that if people stop watching reaction channels, suddenly everybody's going to go directly to their channel and they're going to get all those views? No. It's all just going to die down. But of course, they're just so interesting. Rather than just improving their content and maybe getting more views organically, no, they have to try to say, it's the reaction channel's fault that I'm not getting enough credit for my amazing content. Leafly, that sounds amazing. I'm so jealous. I grew up on a farm, so I know cows, not dance. Yeah, I think anybody that has... Rebecca, you said you're classically trained. I think that's awesome. And you know what? Some of the stuff I've seen ballerinas go through, like, good on you. That takes some major discipline. And just the stuff you put your body through, like, I could never. I've got the coordination of like a baby giraffe, so couldn't be me, but love that for you. Cows are so pretty. Yeah, and you know what? Cows are so adorable too. They're just like giant dogs. Like, if I could have like a miniature cow, I totally would. Oh yeah, Leafly, you said they're like big dogs. Yeah. Raven Moon, there are ways of watching YouTube that won't give views to their creator. Yeah. Well, and like I said, it has nothing to do with the reaction channels, but that's just the easiest scapegoat that these two-cell brained idiots can come up with.
creator, prides himself in having so many subscribers, making reaction channels, bullying me, threatening to stalk me, making fun of my Vlogtober, how boring it is, but then does their own Vlogtober and hardly gets any views. So, like, how do people not see how ridiculously hypocritical that is? That's what pisses me off. It's not the fact. It doesn't piss me off for the reasons you think. It doesn't hurt my feelings, fake gold, that you make fun of my receding hairline, which, by the way, yours is up to here, so I wouldn't be talking. Or you don't like my skin, which is actually baby smooth, and I get complimented on it every day. It doesn't bug me that you don't like what I'm eating, that you don't like the size of my underwear. It doesn't bug me. It bugs me that you profit off of bullying another woman, that people follow you blindly without seeing the hypocrisy, and that you make up lies about me just for your entertainment, just for your...
Did she just want to bring up bullying another woman like that's a point to be made? She goes after women like nothing I've ever seen because she hates other women. She's jealous of them, and she doesn't understand what it's like to have an actual community with women. Like, give me a break.
Content, because without me, you would have nothing. So you should be thanking me and not criticizing me. That's just my thoughts. So I'm truly sorry for is apologizing for something I didn't do. I didn't make racist comments about you. You turned it around that way and said it was microaggressions. Everyone, look, if I had to worry about something I said offending, like, people throw racism around, like somebody, for example, my Chinese food mukbang video, the thumbnail, I was taking a bite and I was squinting my eyes as I took a bite, and someone's like, that's racist.
All right, that's kind of funny, but also just, it's like, why are you even talking about it? Shut up. Marley Hendrix said, I thought it was because she was in pain. Yeah, probably because she's not used to eating hard foods and her teeth are about to snap off. But God, that picture, it's like this right here, just zooming in on the gum line into the roll, whatever that is. These truly were the golden days of Chantal. I'll tell you what.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just over that. I really don't care if you think I'm racist anymore. I really don't care what you think of me. I'm going to keep doing my mukbangs. I'm going to eat how much food I want to eat, how many calories I want to eat.
She doesn't care, and she's going to go on to fetishize certain races of men. So get over it, you guys.
It's not your business, and you complaining and bitching about it is not going to change it. So that's what I'm sorry for. I'm sorry that YouTube allows this kind of crap on YouTube. Maybe one day it will change.
Says the woman who went on to flash her really low beams and like fupa, but okay. Yeah, Goonsy, it's because she was putting food in her mouth instead of oxygen.
I'm sorry that I haven't stuck to my guns. I'm not deleting anything from my community posts.
This is why I love these clip channels, because they just... So this is apparently from 7 days ago when they made this video. I deleted my post. Meant every word. I just don't want to give it attention. Impulsively bees. As usual, got to deal with the situation privately. Blah blah. So again, just showing that the more things change, the more they stay the same. You know. Lucia, I don't know. I don't know that her teeth were necessarily bad when she was a kid. She has said how like the reason the ones beside her like front teeth are like tiny is because that's how they basically grew in and they never had them capped or anything. But let's be so for real. It's because of the neglect that these heifers have put themselves through. That's why their teeth are falling out. Just like Amber. When's the last time she went to a damn dentist? And you think they're brushing and flossing daily? I don't think so.
Because I stand by what I say. You know? If you want to come for me for being harsh on that friggin' serial killer old man from the Enter Sandman video.
Wow, Rebecca, that's actually
to me
horrifying to think about, but
please,
it makes a lot of sense.
Shh. I said shh. I don't know about Vlogtober, honestly. I don't think I'm ever gonna do these vlog.
Yeah, Goonsy, neglect plus the massive amounts of sugar they eat. Yeah, and then they would probably eat all that and then go straight to bed without brushing. So they had that shit sitting on their teeth for God knows how long. So it's just a combination of things. Poor nutrition. There's a lot of different things that can factor in. Raven, what I think hilarious, these three jerks, Foodie, Amber, Rosie, competing for first place in the worst of the lot of Girl World. They don't care. As long as they're getting attention, even if it's negative, they get off on it. So it feeds their ego either way. They don't think logically like we do. But Rosie, I still have never watched them. Maybe we will one of these days, but from what I've seen too, she's one that likes to strike channels. So we'll see. We'll see if we get there. Depending on how things transpire with our other girls. I've tried to dip into glitter and lasers a little bit too, but we do what we can around here.
Daily vlog theme things. I'm just gonna do videos when I can, because I don't it's flu season or whatever, right? So I'm not in a party mood, so that's why I didn't want to do my Halloween party. Maybe next week, and I feel okay. I just feel like, excuse me.
Though, was probably the best her hair has ever looked.
I've actually seen a lot of people criticize my Halloween party for just being Pete's and the cats, when I've said that it has to be that way because of COVID, and I had to cancel my friends coming over because of COVID. We are in a pandemic, so yeah, I have to stick with just the creatures and people in my household for the party. So there you go.
My throat's feeling
Ghoul World. I should start calling that, Lucia. Perfect. I love it.
I feel run down, fatigued, and kind of I feel like I'm going to be losing my voice or something. You know what I mean? It's appalling.
Funny how much food there was, and it's all but disappeared, hasn't it?
Because fat women who eat on YouTube get treated way worse than fat men. Let's go look at the comment section. How we get treated for eating or doing what we want, for flaunting our bodies, my try on haul. What gives this? There's a 65-year-old man. He might be 80. I don't know. Anyway, he's an older man. like completely just like demeaning like mine and Prissy P's bodies. Like, dude, you're a total creep.
Bitch, are you new to the internet? People are always going to talk shit. And not just on the internet. I've learned this lesson throughout life. You know what? People are always going to have something to say, positive or negative. So who gives a shit? Just do what you want and shut up about it. Why even address it? It just promotes more people saying shit to you because they know it bothers you.
You're disgusting. And YouTube loves that. They don't give a shit about their friggin' content creators at all. I said my 2 cents. I'm not gonna let it ruin my life. But you know, I feel like something had to be said about it. It's just like, it's ridiculous. Never in my life have I seen something like that, like this person. I've seen some scary people. I'm thirsty. I'm not drinking from my coldie. Terminate my contract. I don't care. Really, I don't. I'm sick of having the huge bottle in my frame anyway. They used to sponsor just like mukbangers, and now they're just sponsoring any Tom, Dick, and Harry. So the majority of you people know what I meant when I used the word coal recently. And if you want to think I'm racist, go ahead.
Funny enough, I'm literally drinking out of a coldest water bottle right now. Not sponsored.
It's just an excuse for false outrage. How about you use your energy that you have so much of, apparently? I wish I did.
Hell yeah, Mellow Maggot. She always had backup
Like
sandwiches.
this old man. You fat bitch. Like, I'm surprised his dentures haven't fallen out of his face from all the shit he talks. I gotta watch that. Yeah, I'm bitchy. The chicken one is so good. I need to do my dishes. They're not getting done right now. I'm gonna drink water. Go lay in bed. Probably sleep.
Imagine eating all that food and then just going and laying directly down. Like, I'm sure that's good for your digestion, along with all the McDonald's food. Yeah.
Again. Another thing I hate is when people like, oh, you're so sick, but you're spending time on social media. So what? I see creators who have cancer, have a cold, you know. I see creators who have cancer go online and like spread hateful shit. Like, you know, but I get attacked for having a cold and going on and like speaking my mind. I'm in bed, I have nothing else to do. So, and you have nothing better to do either. Obviously. You take what I say right away. You're like stalking my comments or community posts. Right away, you take my content. Like, anyway. I'm just annoyed that I wish more people would see how stupid these people are.
Marley Hendrix asking, are you team Chantal is in Canada or she's in Kuwait? I think this is when she disappeared for a while. So we all know, obviously, she was in Canada.
That's what makes me mad. And they don't like when you defend yourself. They push you and push you and push you.
Actually putting her trash in the garbage? Wow.
Yeah, I'm putting the packaging in the garbage, okay? I'm sick of people complaining about every little single thing. They push you, and then whenever you defend yourself, like right now, like I'm calling it right now, people are going to find a way to twist this, and I'm a racist all over again, so whatever. Go talk and vamos. Whatever you have to do to make yourself feel better about yourself, okay? I'm sick of like...
It's moments like that, it's like they're talking directly to themselves. Like, yeah, just say and do whatever you have to do to be able to live with yourself. Jesus. Well, the video was pretty much over. I don't think she's got anything else of substance to say, so we don't need to listen to her mushroom ass talking anymore. Well, I want to thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I thought we would just pop on here real quick, have a few laughs, because not much else going on right now. I thought about doing one of Chantal's most recent streams, but she's not doing much other than frickin' talking in the dark like an idiot per usual. So I want to thank M. Johnson again for the 5 gifted memberships into the Ragebone Skeleton Society. So again, thank you, BB, and welcome to all the new members. And yeah, I just want to thank every one of you. I so appreciate you guys, always in the comments, always in the lives, watching. subscribing. You know, your support of my teeny tiny channel is absolutely what makes this all worth it. And I really do enjoy coming on here and making content. So thank you all for watching. So yeah, I hope to see you all in the next one. I hope you guys all have a great day. If I don't see you this weekend, have an awesome weekend. Get out there. Let's live our lives, BB, and freaking show these heifers that they're the ones that should be jealous of us. So, all right, everybody, have a good one. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.